Hello, everybody, and welcome. Happy Wednesday. I am a bit fired up today to be here with you. We are in Scorpio season, and today we are going to dive into Scorpio season business building guidance. And I want to debunk some myths. We're going to dive in and look beneath the surface. If for some reason we have not met before, I am Sherry Moyes. I am passionate about helping entrepreneurs connect with more soul clients, earn more income, make the impact they desire. And I do this by taking the guesswork out of their marketing using astrology plus some intuitive guidance and my 25 years of sales and marketing expertise. So let's dive in because I got some things to say today, and I'm excited to talk about it. I'm a little fired up. So I want to dive in and talk about, we're going to dip under the surface today, and I'm going to share with you some of the worst advice I've gotten on my own journey, some ways you can use this cycle to the benefit of you and your business, and we're going to walk away with an action plan, some steps to take. So let's just go right into the stuff that is out there that doesn't, in my opinion, does not serve any solopreneur at all. One of the biggest myths that I believe has a huge impact on the burnout and the success or lack thereof success rate of entrepreneurs. By the way, did you know that entrepreneurs have the distinct honor of having both the highest rate of burnout as well as the highest rate of failure of any occupation? These are statistics I want to see shrink. But why is that? What is the myth that we get told that puts us in that position? And I believe, and I've seen it, and I've experienced it, and I've been a part of it. It's this idea that you've got to hustle to make things happen. Now, it may not get said exactly like that, but that's the message. You got to post X number of times a day on X number of platforms. You got to get into folks' DMs every day. You've got to trade time for dollars. Do these things and you'll make six figures. Do these things and you're going to hustle your way to burnout, which then you're not doing the other things that you got into this business to do, which was to help people and to build, some freedom and income and impact for yourself, because you got to be doing both, my friends. The worst piece of advice that was leading me down that path I was given was to act as if, and you can fill in the blank. And I know this came from a good place. And don't get me wrong, because I am a strong believer that you really need to know how you want to feel, be, and experience your business and your life. Because without that, you're really just throwing darts, right? But acting as if, what I see so often can get confused with doing things you aren't ready for, or doing things that aren't in alignment with your values or your beliefs, or doing things you feel crappy about. And here's the truth. And very few folks out there that help folks in the business creating, building, expanding world talk about, in my opinion, and it needs to be talked about more, is that entrepreneurship is a journey. And it is one damn growth edge after another. It is the most powerful self-improvement journey you'll ever be on. And that's just the truth. Because once you hit one goal, there's always the question of what's next. Get more clients. Bringing more clients in creates more problems, brings problems to the surface. The more money you make brings more problems to the surface, aka taxes and all those things. But here's the good news, and here's where the Scorpio cycle comes in. Now is a time when we can get really honest about and look under the surface about what is and isn't working in business, or what may not down the road. Like here I am, I've got, a client, she's at the max capacity of what she can do in her one-to-ones. And she is teetering on the edge of adrenal fatigue and burnout. She's got to figure out what she's going to do. She's got to finish the cycle she's in, but she's got to figure out what she's going to do next. So that's the first thing, the first step, identify. And that's where Scorpio cycle can really help you identify those problems or future problems. What's going to hold you back from those next level goals that you have? From serving more clients, from making more income, from having more time, from getting to that sweet spot that I talk about, where the time you invest and the abundance you're creating are a match. So identifying those pieces and really being honest with yourself. What is working? What isn't working? Where do you need support? What needs to be in place? What can you tweak? We can really see at a deeper level. I was on a call a little bit ago with one of my mentors, and she was asking us, what is that belief that holds you back? Or that belief you're leaning into that you want to finish out the cycle with? So it can be both practical and tactical, but it also, this is an inner game as much as an outer game that we're playing here as entrepreneurs. And we got to face both sides of it. What support do you need? What do you need to do what can you do that's practical, tactical, and doable? So basically, it's time to create a plan. And I'll be honest, super honest, not a huge fan of plans or planning, or at least I hadn't been in the past, because it always really felt forced and arbitrary. Deciding what I was going to do when. I'm going to put this in this quarter or in this week and this month and this, and that was like, okay, well, why? I'm trying to figure out why, what goes where, when, and why, and how. Some sort of logic to it, which sometimes there can be based on your schedule or something you're working on. But for the most part, what I see in general is people are just plugging things in just 'cause. Which is why I love astrology and the guidance it has to offer. Because here's the thing, this roadmap offered by the Zodiac, particularly the sun, both on a collective level and on a personal level, gets us out of guessing. Collective guidance that the sun offers, we looked at last week, what is Scorpio season about? What do you want to be talking about? Where are your people's attention focused? That collective guidance tells us how to focus our day in, day out marketing efforts, connect with our potential soul clients, stop that scroll, get more clicks, make more connections, giving us the best chance for success there. And then when we look at our own personal sun cycles, we can really dial it in even further. And this is where we know where our own attention is, because when you're born is going to affect where the sun is for you, and what the focus is for you. So I happen to be born in the spring, so I happen to follow the same cycles. But I have a lot of clients who were born in November, and I love my Scorpios. And their energy is different, where their attention is focused, what the sun is focusing on for them is a different energy. So what I encourage them to work on in their planning is different than my flow of planning, although we're plugging it in the same cycle. So both of these can give you a lot of beautiful guidance. So collectively, we're in Scorpio season, so it's a time to look beneath the surface. Then we look at your personal and say, okay, what is it? Where is your attention right now? And what can you be working on that's going to feel easeful? Why does it feel easeful? Because that's where the sun is shining. That's where we feel most comfortable, and most easeful. Okay, so let's recap here a bit. And then I have an opportunity for a couple of people to join me on a business building planning journey, to get your 2024, and then some, worked out. But so how do you really dive in and use this Scorpio cycle for business building guidance? It's time to just lift up the hood of that car, see what maintenance is required in your business, what's working, what isn't working, both on a tactical and practical level and on an inner journey level. And then What are those problems that are going to be there or have been plaguing you from getting where you want to go? What are things that are going to need fixing? Now, here's the thing. They don't need to be all fixed right now. It is a process. We don't want to identify these things and then hustle into trying to fix them all right now. We need to be intentional about what we're doing when, so that we're not burning ourselves out and hustling our way through things. Nobody gets the best of you then. So identify and then create a plan. Now, and what's in that plan, if you want to join me on an astrological journey to create that plan, I would love to have you join me in this. But even if you're not going to do it astrologically, you can look at the basic sun cycle overview. That will give you some guidance. And if you don't already have the sun cycles for success, 12 months of solar planning, I'll link that below. You can grab that. But just mapping out what are those things and what are the things that are most important that are really going to get you to how you want to feel, be, and experience your business. Because in Scorpio, that's what we care about. Like, we want to fix this so it's not painful anymore. Scorpio's that wound is coming to the surface. Like, this has been a struggle and I don't want to struggle anymore. And Scorpio season's here to shine a light on it and help you get out of that struggle. So work on that identifying without judgment, my friends. As I was just telling another one of my clients, no judgment. We can only move forward when we identify where we're at and what's working and what's not. So then we can take the best next steps for ourselves. All right. I would love to know where you're at in your planning. If you are interested in learning more about what it might look like to be part of something, I am putting together a small group. It's as a best of both worlds. It's one-to-one time with me, looking at your own chart, your business charts, looking at your own personal guidance, and then we're going to do a little bit of group work, 4 quick hour-long sessions over a few weeks, and you will walk away with a plan built just for you to know exactly where you're focusing your attention on those business building things that you need in your business to strengthen your business, to reach more clients, to serve with more ease, to have more income, all those beautiful things. And it will all be done well before the holidays, at least the December holidays, so that you can take that time off. So if you're interested in that, message me, tell me more in the comments. I'd also love to know, I'm curious, what is the worst business advice you ever received that you just shake your head at now? Let me know. All right, my friends, happy Scorpio season. Be gentle with yourselves. There's a lot going on in the world, and I know, and I want to acknowledge, I know I feel it myself. How do we do business and acknowledge all that is in the world? And we can hold both. We can hold both as true because we're capable of that. And also give yourself grace and honor where you are. All right, friends, sending you so much love and wishing you a beautiful rest of the week. And I will put some notes down below in the chat so that you can grab that Sun Cycles for Success if you don't already have it. And tomorrow I'll post a little more info on this business building little cohort I'm putting together over the next week to get 2024 mapped out following the guidance of the sun. All right, friends, I will see you.